Hi, everybody. My name is Hope, and today is June 30th, and today is my pre-op appointment for my surgery that I have chosen. I've chosen the gastric sleeve because I've been in a wheelchair in and out because of back issues. So, gastric sleeve is going to allow me to take any kind of medications that I need to continue pain relief, which I don't take very often anyway. I take it probably once a month, but the doctor feels that gastric sleeve is the best for me. The stomach is left a little bigger than the bypass. There's a lot more perks to it. However, the con is the fact that it's extremely permanent. There is no undoing of any kind. If you haven't looked up the gastric sleeve, please look at these little inklings right here and you'll figure out what they are. I'll give you a quick rundown. Basically what they do is empty the stomach out, of course, and then they staple it and remove the stomach permanently. You're only left with a supposed 3-ounce pouch that is obviously 2 ounces larger if you did a Roux-en-Y bypass or any other kind. So the gastric sleeve was the better for me because I know myself, I have an addictive behavior. So if I did something that I could reverse, I would actually entertain the idea of reversing when any wave of regret flows through. And I guarantee you, I've been studying human psychology for quite some time, so regret always shows up in any decision you make. Some people don't entertain it at all, but my behavior, I know I will entertain it at least for a minute. So thinking ahead, I know what I want done. And I've researched it for about 3 years. All the surgeries I've researched. And this is just the best one for me. It's so important that if you are even contemplating the surgery, make sure that you research one that is according to your behavior, your addictive behavior, your non-addictive behavior, one that is going to be right for your health, your body, the way you live. Huge differences in the surgeries. Very, very different. The gastric sleeve has only been around for 10 years, but it is widely growing popular because of the healing. It doesn't take as long. There's going to be a lot of things that I'll go over about the surgery compared to the others that I've learned on personal experience as we go through it. So, my surgery date's tomorrow, July 1st, right before the 4th of July. My husband and I are foodies. Obviously, that's what got me here. But more than that, I'll give you a little history on myself. I've been out of a wheelchair for the past 4 years. I had a stroke. I'm 42 years old. I had a stroke back in 2008 in the middle of my job. It was quite interesting. It was a stress-induced migraine that caused my stroke. I had a left side deficit. Thank God I had nurses training and therapy, so I knew how to exercise and get myself back to a workable. I was back to work in a month. Now that's a miracle, thank God. For anyone who's had a stroke, it's horrifying. It's terrifying. Excuse me. But it was terrifying. So anyway, I worked myself in and out of that with family and help. Also, my back decided to just decide a magic trick and make 2 vertebrae just disappear. So I collapsed one day and I was in a wheelchair for 2 years, couldn't move my legs. That was pretty hard, especially someone like me who's always up and going and running back and forth. And I have 3 grandchildren, so I chase after all the time. So it was very difficult being in a wheelchair. But then one day I woke up and I could walk. It was the doctors at Stanford. I live in California, so the doctors at Stanford were like, "Oh, wow, let's try to figure it out." I had every test known to man done. And so it was, I was sent home after 2 years with the diagnosis of idiopathic. And for those of you who don't know what idiopathic means, it means that the doctors don't know what is going on. And so they just give you this lovely title right across your forehead that says idiopathic. Yeah. So I actually got into a medical journal. Nameless, of course, I'm nameless, but my doctor thought I was an interesting enough case to put in there. So it was kind of funny. My 5 minutes of fame, unwarranted fame. But so my surgery is tomorrow, and I'm having it done in Fresno, California. It's about an hour away from where I live, and it's going to be done with the ALSA group, ALSA, and they have been phenomenal people, just great. Now, I have tried to go through this before out of Modesto. However, the people over in Modesto, they relied on me to do everything, all the work, and I didn't even know where to start. I was so confused, and my doctor, my GP I've had for 10 years, he doesn't do a lot of these, and but he knew where to refer, he knew what to say, so thank God for that. And he's all for, he was real excited that I'd chosen this, and said it was a great avenue, so he was a great support. His nurse, however, had a different opinion, and I value that. I value the opinion of my medical staff. Excuse me, it's summertime and allergies. I live next to an orchard. So anyway, when I found ALSA, it was great. They were on the ball. They were always calling me, making sure that I had all my paperwork in, making sure that I had my tests in, making sure that I was doing my regular visits, my insurance, because of my situation, I'm on disability. So my insurance, of course, is Medicare. And Medicare required a 5-month visit once a month, every month, prior to my surgery with my regular doctor, making sure that I was documenting, my food, what I was doing to try to lose weight. Now, mind you, I did Weight Watchers, and it works. Don't get me wrong. It works if you are faithful to what they say. However, I have an addictive behavior. So, I'm faithful to it. And I lost 22 pounds. I really did. In 2 months, I lost 22 pounds. That was great. However, it took that one moment that threw me off track, So I tried Jenny Craig, and that was the biggest waste of my money I've ever. I mean, it's way too expensive for someone who is on a budget, and it's just not going to happen. That it's great for people. I think Jenny Craig and things like that are for people who can afford the food, and if you can afford that food, then you can afford a personal trainer. If you can afford a personal trainer, then you have somebody on your butt all the time talking, let's go work out, So great for them, and it probably works. That's why you see celebrities on the commercials and not real people. My opinion, of course. If you've tried it and it works for you, I'm happy. You have a great, great strength. Most of us don't. Let's just be honest. One thing you learn about me is I'm pretty straightforward. I'm honest. The videos that I have, I am going to be including pictures of myself. Before or after, I take one every single week. I take it in a black sports bra and my underwear, which are full underwear, but they're a lot more covered than some of those bikinis running around out there. So pre-warned, if you have, children, and some things may not be suitable for younger audiences. So pre-warned now, so you can't say anything. Anyway, I'm going to have it in Fresno. Let's go back to the subject. I'm going to have it in Fresno, and it's at ALSA. My doctor is Dr. Higa, Higa. Fabulous man, very friendly, very right to the point, and I like that. I appreciate right to the point. But he has great bedside manner, so I've got to smile. So I'm really excited to start this. My highest weight that I've ever been was 278, and I'm 5'4". So that's pretty not extreme, but in the words of United States of America, I'm severely morbidly obese. Believe it or not, I'm okay with the way I am right now. I'm happy. My husband loves me. My family loves me. And that's rare formity nowadays. A lot of people don't have good support systems. So I'm always encouraging people, if you don't have the support system that I have, then get into a group and get the support you need. It's so vitally important, because people need to feel good about themselves instead of being put down. But don't be sensitive about everything that comes your way. Someone calls you fat, someone makes fun of you behind your back, someone says some mean and nasty, hurtful stuff. Buck up. People make fun of people. You did when you were a kid and you know it. Yeah. So, everybody makes fun of everybody. People are just not nice anymore. But stop being so sensitive about everything. Oh boy, that's just a whole sermon in itself, isn't it? So anyway, the point is be happy with who you are first, because even the surgery, if you're not happy with who you are, this surgery won't change a thing. You'll be right back where you are in 3-4 years if you cannot change here. So there's something else we'll cover too, and breaking up with food. That's going to be my problem, because all I can think, I'm on a full liquid diet. The day before, complete clear liquids, okay? And I'm already thinking about going to Texas Roadhouse and throwing a 64-ounce steak in my face. I got to break up with food, but it'll be a journey. I'm going to keep these videos relatively short. Like I said, I want to go to the point. I'm getting all my goofiness out because I don't do videos. You see this? It doesn't go on a video. So that's why I just, this is a step for me, and I'm excited. So good luck to all of us who are researching, going through it, or have been there.